People like to judge very quick, based on what they only see, for example, on the pitch, because that's the only way people know me. But this also is not really something that bothers me, because me, for myself, I know who I am, and that's the most important thing.
My name's Damien Hughes. I'm a professor of organisational psychology, a high-performance consultant and an author. With unprecedented access to the Chelsea squad in partnership with Rexona, we're going to find out exactly what enables them to maintain focus and determination to reach the pinnacle of their sport. Today, I've got the chance to go and meet Tony Rudiger.
Better one, and Rudiger again! What a header from Tony Rudiger at the double in the second half.
On the pitch, he's renowned as a brutal 6'2" centre-back with a reputation of getting into his opponent's head. Off the pitch, he's regarded as the kind, compassionate teammate who's important in bringing the dressing room dynamic together. We're going to learn more about Tony and how his character was shaped, from growing up in the tough streets of Berlin to becoming a key member of the Chelsea first team. Who is the real Tony Rudiger?
Yeah, the real one is Rudiger, I would say, if I have to describe myself. Straightforward person. Yes, out of the field, I am a person who loves to make jokes, who wants a good vibe around, and yeah, but on the pitch, that all changes.
Rudiger!
I think over the past years, over experience, because also I got sent off and everything because, sorry to say, but for being stupid.
Yep.
Like too overreacting, but this is like what I worked on to canalize, just to focus on my game, but still put what makes me strong, and that's the aggression, that's the passion for the game, and but just to canalize everything in football.
You grew up in Berlin. Yeah, tell me a little bit about your background there.
Yeah, it's like the place called Berlin-Neukölln. It's in Germany, everyone knows this area is a tough area,
right,
because a lot of refugees are there in those places, and it was not like who is the quietest and then people will just leave you alone. No, it was like who the strongest survive. So, and that's why, like, and there I have the mentality from. But for me, in my view, it was the best thing that happened to me, that I grew up there, because I saw the dark side of life, and now I'm playing football and everything. I see also the other side, but the dark side helped me to grow. I had always to fight with this, yeah, I am from Berlin-Neukölln, and I have to prove people that I am strong and everything and stuff like this. And if it also had to be physically, yes, it was like this, yeah, then I was down to it. But that was like the turning point where I had to canalize, like, hey, you have to have discipline to reach your goals. For me, it's easy to know me and everything, but I know some people struggle with it because people like to judge very quick.
Yep.
And based on what they only see, for example, on the pitch, because that's the only way people know me. But this also is not really something that bothers me at the end of the day, because me, for myself, I know who I am, and that's the most important thing.
Rudiger's broken the lines now. It's a good run by him.
What is it that physical movement gives you? How does it make you feel? What are the benefits of it?
Physical movement is part of my life. First of all, it's my job, but it's also a big passion, and I love to work hard. Also for people who don't really are like athletes, it's just to stay fit, to stay healthy, and I think it's also good for the heart.
Can you give me an example of the kind of discipline that you learned when you first went into the academy structure that has served you well?
Yeah, like because it was like this. I was with the 1 year older players, and you know, they told me, for example, like, yeah, you have to pick up the balls and stuff like this. Like first I was like, why you don't pick up the ball and everything? Because in the area where I grew up, it was not like this. So like no one could tell you do this or do that. Yeah. Just like I would say, like 5-year-olders or 8-year-olders, then you will have like respect. But like a 1-year-older was like, hey, like this is not far away from each other. Like you cannot just tell me just go and pick it up. And this is what I learned because I had nice players, nice teammates around me who told me like this is normal, like this is like we are longer here, we tell you and everything, you have to do this, then you do it. It's not just bullying. Like there's a difference between bullying and just by saying kindly, hey, this is your job, you have to, after the training, you have to pick up the balls and everything.
You then got into the first team, you started to play for Stuttgart and became successful, and then you moved on to Italy.
I was always like in the German press that time. I was like, yeah, the boy from Neukölln, the boy from this place and everything and stuff like this. And yeah, I was tired of it. And I looked for a new challenge that can not only progress me as a footballer, but also as a human.
Yeah.
So I choose Italy because also that I can learn a lot of defensive work and everything. Because with 23, you are not complete. So you have to learn every time more, and even as grown as a man. And that was, if I can say, the best step in my career.
So from Italy to London.
So I'm very, very happy to be here, to be part of the Chelsea family. So let's do this.
England is like you can be more like for yourself. Like if you go out, people will not bother you. Like in Italy it was like crazy. Like because as I said, passionate. So they love their club. So they love their players. But it's the same that love can turn also to hate.
Yeah.
If you lose. So there is no golden middle. There's only one time like this. The next day, if you lose, you are there.
Yeah.
So like, but here in England, like what impressed me the most when we lost against City 6-0 away, like in Italy, people will go crazy, like really. But here, they were still standing there and supporting. Like this was for me like, wow.
So when you came here then to Chelsea, there was obviously a lot of pressure on you. You came for a lot of money and you had a big reputation that you'd gathered in Germany and then in Italy. How did you manage to keep your confidence in the face of such pressure?
First of all, if you sign for a big club like this, you know there's pressure. What is the main importance is the work on the pitch. Like I think outside of the pitch, I live a very quiet life, so I don't have this noise around me. So like you have to create a space for yourself and for your family, that everything is in order outside of the football to perform on the pitch. And I think this is my thing, what I'm doing, and it's going well.
What lessons have you learned about how to handle those difficult times?
Me, I don't give too much importance on when things are going good. Like, it's just who I am. It's like I don't go with hype or something like this. I never been.
Yeah.
And because then if things didn't go well, then you break. And like it's just, even if things are going good, you have to be humble. You have to keep doing your groundwork, and and be prepared if things are not going good, because there you see the real character of people.
Yeah. And you've spoken a number of times about the advice of your parents, or when you were in Italy, your friends. Who do you listen to in terms of to get feedback or to get advice on?
My mother, because I'm a mama's boy.
Your mother still?
Yes. Like if my mother, because my dad is more calm. I think the passion I have more from my mother, because she's very passionate. That's why she don't come much to the stadiums when I played. So like I think I can count. Like I played so many games, but I think she came like 3 times into stadium. In England, only 1 time.
Right.
So because she cannot handle this, like when she see me on the pitch, lying on the floor or something like this, or having an argument with someone, she don't like this, and that's why like my mother is like she's everything to me, and I don't want to disappoint her. Like I can disappoint anybody in this world, but not my mother.
Wow. So what one piece of advice has your mother given you that you hold on to more than any other?
She always said to me, respect yourself. Just respect yourself. So I know what this means to me. Is like, she never told me respect this one or this one. No. She always said to me, respect yourself and respect your God you believe in, and everything will be fine.
And there's Tony Rudiger to kick it off the line. Magnificent defending from the big German.
What a fascinating conversation that was with Tony. I think there was 3 lessons there that we can all take away from his experiences. The first one was that it's not as important as where you're from as where you intend to get to. The second point was the importance of judging somebody's content of their character. And the third, and probably most important of all Tony's points, was we have to start our journey by respecting ourselves.